Hello folks! As you can see, we're in a very economic area. We're at a dock with lots of boats, lots of cages. You think there's a lot of fishing going around for lobster? That's right. We have just arrived in our 16th state, the great pine tree state of Maine. Maine is famous for its lobster, so I think it's just such an important place to visit right here where we are in the big city of Portland, Maine. I don't know if I'm really trespassing right here, but it's a great sight to see the true culture of Maine. Right here in Portland, you see all these lobster nets, cages, because there is quite a lot of lobster activity right here. In addition, you can see lots of boats here. Sailboats taking probably some tourists along. And then if you have your own boat, take it for a sail right over there. I really wanted to start this video off with the Portland waterfront because this is where true culture lies. I didn't want to start in the trendy part of downtown because that's kind of boring. I wanted to show you all what true Maine culture is like, and a lot of people have jobs here in Portland with the fishing industry. Maine is famous for its lobster, so you need a lot of people to reel those lobster in. So of course we are here in the aptly named Portland Harbor. It looks gorgeous as usual. It's a nice, great sunny day in August. The thing about Maine is that it is cold to very brisk in most of the year, but in the summertime it is the perfect temperature. So I wanted to go here in Maine right at the perfect part of the year. And just from what I can guess with all the cages over there, all the boats out in the open, it's lobster season. Yeah, but now that we've seen the economic heart of Portland, let's go into the downtown city to see, I guess, the cultural life of Portland. Seriously, state number 16 for the coverage project. Can you believe that we are in Maine? This is the most northeastern state in the entire country, and because of its geography, it's very isolated from the rest of the country. Oh look, there's the flag of Maine. Now, although it's called the Pine Tree State, I don't really see many pine trees in this greater Portland area, but once you go into the interior of the state, you're gonna find them aplenty. Lovely nature with forests and pine trees and lakes and rivers, all abundant in Maine. Stone brick streets and old clay brick buildings. Portland is a very old city, that's for sure. I think I did sort of a disservice to us in that, what do you think of the state game? Because we already hinted about the two big things, lobster and seafood, and then the beautiful nature. So, other than that, it's kind of hard to think on the top of my head. What is Maine known for? I think we're actually going the wrong way. I'm trying to take you all to the Old Port District. This is the oldest part of Portland, Maine. This is where all the historical commerce was done, with trading and all that. As you can see, lots of trendy stores, but you know I don't really care for that. I'm trying to find the history of this place. So many more people. I knew it was a tourist city. I didn't realize there'd be these many tourists. Now here's a nice wharf we got here. Oh, and here's the Harbor Fish Market. Gee, it sure smells fishy in here. Jeez, that startled me. Oh well. Have fun up there. If you want good, local, delicious fish at a reasonable price, as local as it gets, well, you might as well just come to Harbor Fish Market. Seems to be a lot of breweries around here, and I guess that's expected for one of these big old tourist towns. Could I get just one lobster roll?
Sure. Have a good day.
Thank you. And there's the Portland clock. I was walking all over the city with this dang thing in my hand, and I just wanted to film somewhere in peace without people walking in front, behind, for that perfect shot, you know? And then I realized, what am I doing? I'm kind of stupid. I could have just gone back to the docks. And it's a lot more peaceful here. And it smells like what I'm about to eat. Now this is a lobster roll. Think of a hot dog, but instead of the hot dog meat, it's lobster in a bun. Now, I can't just go to Maine without trying some authentic Maine seafood, right? So that's why I wanted to buy an iconic Maine dish. The lobster roll. Now, if you come here to Portland and you want to get a lobster roll, just be warned. This thing is expensive, alright? This thing will cost you $22, $23, $24, and it all depends on the market price that day. If there's not many lobsters in the sea nearby, it's going to be much more expensive. I don't know whether I'm on a lucky day here or an unlucky day with today's lobster catch, if you will. But anyway, enough talking. I've been eyeing this thing for now like 15 minutes as I'm walking throughout the whole city, getting more and more exhausted, and I just wanted to sit down and eat this. So it's finally time we do so. That is tasty. That's just what you need after walking around the city with the thing in your hand. Also very messy. Bring a napkin. Should have asked for one. You know, additionally, I'm also thinking there could be lobster right there who are eyeing me eating this. And they might be thinking, oh my goodness, why are you eating my friend? I never got a chance to say goodbye. That's kind of sad now that I think about it. Hopefully this guy had a farewell to all his friends before he got caught. But there you have it. That's the lobster roll, an iconic Maine meal from just local catches. At this point, we've seen Portland the city, we've seen Portland the docks. I think it's time we do one last thing. See all that? This is what it's all about. This is exactly what Maine is known for. It's classic rocky East Coast shores. And it's just beautiful as the sun starts to go down for the day. This beautiful site is only a few miles south of the Portland city center. So after your long day of eating lobster rolls and walking around the historic downtown, this is the perfect place to end the day. You can see how rocky the ground we're standing on is. And I guess that's sort of the general outline of most of the coastline here in southern Maine. In this southern region of Maine, where the city of Portland is, these waters form the Casco Bay, and in the Casco Bay, this important bay in Maine's culture for its shipping and trading and lobster fishing, there's a lot of islands too. If you can see in the distance right over there, straight ahead, you can see that there's this little lighthouse. Speaking of lighthouses, let's see if we can find a very iconic lighthouse quite nearby. There it is. with the rocky coastline and the waves crashing on the rocks and everything. There's that iconic Portland Lighthouse. This lighthouse may very well stand as the best symbol for Maine's maritime culture right here in Portland. Back in the day, before GPS, before better mapping ability, people who drove ships for trade or fishing would have to know where the land ends and the water begins. And the lighthouses like these help direct them and not crash. Because if your boat crashed, you might not survive. Its towering, imposing figure and potential gleaming lights almost signify, hey, don't come near me. My land will kill you, your ship, and your cargo. Right here, where this lighthouse stands, is the edge of the land of Maine. Past here, you have the Great Atlantic Ocean, the second largest ocean in the world. And of course, this is not just any lighthouse, this is the iconic Portland headlight that you see in postcards, photographs. Well, there you have it, folks. A fun, long day in Portland, spent productively. Maine is a very interesting place that we'll get to see over the next few videos. I am here to stay for a little bit. It's a very important state, even though people think it's just frontier land. Portland, Maine is the largest city in Maine, by the way, if I haven't said that before. So yeah, Portland, Maine. An amazing, beautiful city right next to the Atlantic Ocean. Like seriously, look where we are right now. Beautiful coastline, islands, ocean, a beautiful picture, and a beautiful scene with this concert in the background that I had no idea about to close off this video. So walking with this amazing concert in the background here in Portland, Maine, the city of lobster, the city of amazing coastlines. More travels to come. I will see you at the next location.